Hello, this is Princess Somnia, and I remembered to turn the fan off this time. Sorry if that got picked up on in the last episode. I usually remember to turn that off, but I forgot. I mean, in all honesty, it is hot as hell in this room right now, but that's besides the point. We're Xenoblading today. In the last episode, or well, side quest episode rather, we did a whole bunch of side quests in and around Colony 6, or damn it, I said it again, in and around Colony 9, rather. And we've got a pretty well filled out quest log right now. There's one quest, Educated Minded Susanna, that we accepted in the side quest episode, but we're not able to complete because it requires collecting some black nectar from skeeters in Tephra Cave. So as long as we keep that in mind, I think we should be good to go. Now, we've also built up a lot of the affinity chart, which I explained in the last real episode a little bit of. So yeah, we've made some pretty nice progress here. I haven't actually checked the party's affinity, but, oh! Interesting. Well, it seems that we've managed to build up enough, friendship between Rhine and Shulk in order to view this heart-to-heart, enduring friendship. Every time we come here, it brings back memories. Same for you, right? Yep, we've been through a lot together, you and me. Oh yeah, you remember that time? You know, that one time? When we had that big fight? That's the one. It's easily the biggest bust-up we've ever had. In all the years I've known you, nothing else has come close. It was bad, alright. I'm just glad we made up afterwards. You know, for such a big argument, I don't even remember what it was about. We were really young. It was probably just some silly kid thing. You're probably right. Hey, Shulk, do you ever think about it? Without me bringing it up, I mean. Of course. I think about it sometimes. If we never had that argument, I don't think we'd be friends now. That's just what I was thinking. We must have said some pretty harsh things to each other. But it was worth it, right? It's why we're such good mates now. Great mate, 8 out of 8. It was definitely worth it. You know, it's funny how we think alike sometimes. I'd have figured you were still angry. Nah, not anymore. But you did get on my nerves a bit back then. You were just too clever, man. It got under my skin. And I thought you were just this big dumb brute. Hey, I guess that's what we were arguing about. Yeah, that sounds about right. I feel that. But after all that fighting, we came out stronger. And we learned about each other. You know, I don't say this enough. Thanks, Rhine. I couldn't ask for a better friend. Aww. No problem, Shulk. And remember, you don't have to hold back. You can call me a big dumb brute anytime you like. I'll take it on the chin. Aww, that was indeed pretty heartwarming. That's the achievement I was talking about way back in episode 2. If you do a heart-to-heart perfectly at least one time, you get the heartwarming achievement. So yeah, that's really nice. But anyway, enough of explaining more about the game. It's time to head into a new area so I can explain even more about the game. Yeah, we'll be doing that a lot. Expect to have this a lot, viewers. This is my favorite game of all time, and being my favorite game of all time, I have a ton of things to say about this game. Some informative, and some more related to my opinions. Now this gives me the perfect opportunity to explain something that we may have noticed during the side quest episode, is that these enemies have some interesting properties that the game is able to show us. Now this Bunev over here has that little eye icon next to its level. That means this Willow Bunev will attack us on sight, essentially. So if you walk past it, right in front of it, it'll aggro on you, guaranteed. These Clap Bunevs have the little dots underneath their little window bar thing. That means that they will attack or aggro on your party if you attack a member of its family that's nearby. So if the Willow Bunev aggroes on us, it's very likely that the Clap Bunev will get in on the action as well. It's some nice little thing that adds a little bit of building to the game world and, well, how the enemies interact with the game world, essentially, or the monsters, or, well, animals, or whatever. You know what I mean. We're gonna stab some bunnies now. Yeah, you see how I attacked the Willowbunny and the other two just aggroed on me? Yeah, that's what I was talking about. When you're facing up against a lot of enemies like these, it might be handy to have some AoEs. And right there, you saw that after killing that enemy, we got a bit of a reaction command. If you successfully complete the reaction command, not only will you get a tension boost, but you'll also get an affinity boost between every party member that's available in the current battle. So that's another way of building up your affinity and building up your tension all in one. It's very nice. When you're going for those QTEs, by the way, you want to try and hit the B button as close to the outer rim as possible without being outside the outer rim. Like that. It's not as difficult as you might think it is, but it does take a little bit of practice to get used to, so don't worry if you fail for a while early on. You'll learn. Don't worry. You'll have plenty of hours playing this video game to learn how to do things. Now, we could walk through the center area over there near where all these eater caterpiles are, but if we do, yeah, that thing will pop up. That is the cellar bugworm. It's a unique monster. Unique monsters work kind of like how they did in Xenoblade Chronicles 2, in that they're extra strong monsters, usually with a unique name, that tend to be more powerful than they otherwise would be. Or other members of their species would be. I'm not going to challenge Cellar Bugworm quite yet. As a general rule of thumb, you don't want to take on unique monsters that are higher level than you are, but it's there. I'm just going to walk on this bridge path above here and move on with life. Let's see. We've got enemies that aggroed on me, so I guess we'll be fighting these guys. Let's see. Hopefully... Oh, yeah, no, we aggroed the Iron Bunners. Alright, well, you know, that just happens. We can take out these guys just fine, so... There we go. That, tension up QTE thing, it doesn't happen all the time, but it happens fairly often. You see here, we're taking out this guy pretty darn quick. Like I was saying before, battles in Xenoblade 1, much faster than battles in Xenoblade 2. By far. I mean, we've essentially got... That's another thing I wanted to mention, is that I really like how the game introduces some of the more complex battle systems earlier than Xenoblade 2 did, at least. Like, we already have pretty much every tool that we really can use in battle at this point. But anyway, down there we have Mining Patrichev. It's level 8, so I figure we might as well challenge it as our first unique monster.
Right! Let's do this! This one's mine.
Leave this fight to me.
We can definitely do this! Glad you're around. Now it's grind time. Aura! There's no end to the...
Light shield! Hidden!
Alright, I'm feeling it.
I really like how I can do it!
Yeah!
I know I can! I'm feeling pretty good.
Powering up! Now it's right. We can definitely do this!
Okay, final push,
Turning up
guys.
the heat.
Let's do
You're
it!
really getting into this, right?
I feel stronger.
Alright, I just wanted to be a little bit quiet because, oh boy, I love this song. It's so good. It really is. But anyway, as you can see there, we've actually managed to build up our chain attack gauge all the way, so let's initiate a chain attack! So basically how this works is that you can feel free to select any art that you currently have. Their bonus effects will take place if applicable, so I probably should have maneuvered behind Mining Patrichev before doing this. Well, whatever, let's backslash it anyway. Now you see there on the right side of the screen how we have chain times 1. If you use arts that are of the same color on the arts palette in succession with party member to party member, you'll actually deal boosted damage during your chain attack. Talent arts will always count for any color, and you can chain into a talent art and out of a talent art and maintain your chain bonus. So let's hit them with that Bat War Swing.
Fiora!
Alrighty!
I'm probably going to get punished massively for doing this because I didn't really time the chain attack and position where my party was very well healed. I just wanted to demonstrate this. Crap. Very crap. Okay. Light heal, light heal.
Yeah! You like that? Right.
If I had hit that QTE, we would have been able to extend the chain attack a little bit more, but unfortunately I screwed things up and Fiora just ate shit. Rez? Well... What? Whoa, 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 wait, no, run! Run! No, get out of here, get out of here! I regret my life choices! No! I can't believe I'm losing to a rabbit! Okay, well, commentator's curse / poor gameplay on my part meant that we kind of ate shit there. But if you do get into a bit of a bind thing, feel free to run away. There's no shame in doing so. I mean, discretion is in fact the better part of valor, after all, and unique monsters are not easy.
I really like our vibe.
But anyway, let's go for Slit Edge for the physical defense down, and Turn Strike to reduce its defense, or to break it, and see if we can't get a topple going. I think Ryan's topple might still be on CD, so we might not be able to do quite... Holy damage! We might not actually be able to do this, which is totally fine too. I just wanted to demonstrate this.
Yay, Shulk. Go you!
Yeah, I'm really feeling the damage right now.
Perfect for a chain attack.
No it's not. We need some res over here. We need you to res too. Probably should encourage Ryan. Don't worry guys, it's not as crap as we think it is. We've almost got him killed. Come on, we can pull through. Hit him with that fat backslap. Oh, and I ate shit, but we won anyway! I win, na 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 na. Okay, no, that's enough of that. I mean, generally speaking, if you're a little bit more prepared and have better equipment and stuff like that, it probably won't go quite that pear-shaped when you challenge a unique monster. But I hope that does demonstrate the fact that unique monsters can be quite painful if you're not at least a couple of levels over or at least sufficiently geared up. I just wanted to show that off, and I thought that going in there kind of not in the best position for everything would be a funny haha moment for everyone involved. Now let's see, we got a Pistis Cap, which gives us Ether Up. That's actually not useful for Shulk yet, but it will be relatively soon. I guess it could boost his light heal, so I guess we could keep it on now since we don't really have a reason to put the 9 cap on. We don't actually have slots or anything like that, so we'll just keep it in for now. Let's see, we also got the Messenger Shoes, which gives us agility up. That's also really good for Shulk, because being able to dodge things when you're a glass cannon is always very useful. I don't think we have anything good for you. We just have a bunch of slotted equipment that we can't do much with yet. I suppose we could give Fiora the tinted glasses for just, let's see, that little boost. Yeah, I can deal with just losing a little bit. It will put glasses on her character model, but I'm kind of fine with that. That is another thing I did want to mention, is that your equipment, as you may obviously kind of can see, your equipment actually has an effect on your character's physical appearance,
We can't lose.
which, generally speaking, I'm not very much a fan of, but it's fine. Generally speaking, I won't be equipping any sort of equipment that I think looks too silly for me to be able to take cutscenes seriously, since I would like to present this game in a bit more of a serious light. So, yeah, there won't be shirtless Shulk running around anytime soon, viewers. Sorry to disappoint, but that ain't happening.
Should be okay if we
You
fight.
can't have any shirtless shulks in my Christian Xenoblade Chronicles. I mean, the funny thing is that the Xeno series actually has a lot of Christian mythology and references in it. But anyway, enough of that. Let's just keep really feeling it as we stab some frogs. Oh, right. Of course, I didn't mention this, but new art, Shadow Eye. It will drop our aggro and increase the damage our physical arts do. Very, very good art for Shulk. It'll make surviving a lot easier. Now you may notice that now that we have a chain attack ready, there's a blue line connecting all three of our party members. That's just a nice little audio-visual cue, or not audio-visual, but visual cue that it's time to press the fuck 'em up button. Anyway, what's in here? An item orb. A shin newt. A newt? I think we actually need those later on. Alright, so here we are at the Mell Ruins.
Are these the Mell ruins?
Haven't you been here before?
Nope.
The Defense Force often uses it for training, but I come here to do research. It's not really a place that people go.
Not surprising. There are monsters around here that use Mechon parts as armor.
Was this built by the Mechon?
I don't think so. There's a path for people to get in. It might have been a vehicle of some kind.
Like the Defense Force hover transports.
A vehicle? But it's so big.
It's amazing technology. I wonder what kind of people made it.
I ain't got a clue.
Let's keep moving. The ether cylinders are up ahead.
Right.
Alright, the game's just teaching us a little bit about skip travel, but we've already made liberal use of that. And here are the Mell Ruins, aside from these iron bunnivs, and willow bunnivs, I suppose. We've got a few collectible item orbs. Here, let's see if I can find the item I'm looking for. No, we didn't. I think over there specifically has a pretty decent chance of giving you kneecap rocks. They're very rare, but they're also used for a certain side quest later on in the game. Eventually we'll either have to come back and farm for them, or go out of our way to trade with an NPC for it, so yeah, that'll just happen. You may notice there that the willow bunniv and the clap bunniv didn't aggro on me, even though the other bunniv did. Enemies with a black border, even if they aggro on sight, usually, they won't actually aggro on you unless you specifically target them. It's because the level disparity is so high that the enemy in question just won't mess with you because, you know, you're significantly stronger than they are. But anyway, there's nothing over there for us yet, so let's just head on over this way. We can't get through this door right now. It's locked, so yeah, no progress that way. Hashtag railroading. And over here we have a large amount of Mell lizards. You want to be kind of careful about them, because I think there's either a powerful monster or a significantly powerful unique monster that kind of roams around in the area here.
I can do it. I know I can. That's gotta hurt.
Ooh, messed that one up. So yeah. Now the Mell lizards are pretty easy to kill. Oh, well, you know, these things happen. If you're controlling Ryan directly, by the way, his Talon Art War Swing is actually really useful for hitting a lot of enemies all at once, so it can deal a lot of damage to these guys. But anyway, we've got Wallside Gwynry over here, and he's probably going to kick my ass 6 ways to Sunday. I'm not too... Rest in pepperoni! We should probably go encourage Ryan if Wallside Gwynry will get out of my way. Oh, Fiora died.
Come on, on, Fiora. Get up.
I didn't actually want to fight this guy, to be honest.
Don't give up. Let's go. Rage.
Wasn't really looking for a fight, but
Pull yourself
okay.
together.
I feel
All right.
I would res, but I also kind of need to live. Of course, I don't think Fiora's gonna live long enough. Yeah, that's what I thought. I really didn't want to fight that guy. He just sort of aggroed on me. Well, whatever. We cleared up the Mell lizards for the quest, so that's fine and dandy. Yes, I know what incapacitation does, game. Thank you. Let's just keep moving on. We're not interested in fighting today. Let's just move on. Let's see, there are even more Mell lizards here in case you want to fight even more Mell lizards. And we can exit out over this way. We're pretty close to where our destination is, actually, so that's really nice. By the way, if you're getting your head handed to you a lot, it's probably an indication that you want to level up a little bit more, but I think we'll be fine. I probably could have stood to gear up more, though, but oh well. And now we're at the cylinder hangar, and actually we're back in the Colony 9 area. As you can see, way over there, there's Colony 9. It's nice to see just how far we've gone. That's something that Xenoblade Chronicles does super well, is give you just a sense of scale about the game. More so, honestly, than I think Xenoblade 2 does, because in this game, instead of having a bunch of different smaller titans, we just have one huge titan to explore. So that's really cool. Man, we actually have gone pretty far. I do love being able to see it from all the way over there. But anyway, let's head on inside this building. Can we actually view this heart-to-heart? No, we don't have the requisites for it. So let's just head in here.
Right here. Thanks for the help, Shulk. I'll start collecting them up. You two hold on a sec.
It's full of ether cylinders. Hey, why do we have to come all the way here to get them? Isn't there an ether cylinder fueling station in the colony?
Well, refining the ether takes a long time down there. And sometimes cylinderization fails. And there are so many cylinders here for us already. It's more reliable than making them ourselves.
Right. And Colony 9's anti-air batteries and mobile artillery are standardized for these cylinders, so they can be used straight away.
I see. You know, this place is in good condition considering it's ancient.
It might be that there's some form of technology being used to preserve it. It's just a shame we don't understand its secret.
Shulk?
But I'll solve it one day and show you. If it's just technology that someone created in the past, it's not incomprehensible. We'll come to understand it one day.
Don't go trying too hard. We can come and get ether cylinders whenever we need them. Besides, it's a good place for Defense Force training.
Yeah, so good that you didn't even want to come here without Shulk to back you up. Anyway, did you collect the cylinders?
Yep, all done. Thanks.
Just come by yourself from now on.
Shh, be quiet.
Are they Mechon?
I don't know, but it looks like we'll have to destroy them.
In that case, just leave them to me.
And now we've got something by way of a bit of a boss fight. And the game's going to take the opportunity to introduce you to being able to switch targets, which I've mentioned before, but it's also going to introduce party tactics, much like in the second game, although we do have some more detailed tactics this time. While holding Z, if you press A, you'll focus your attacks at monsters. If you press B, your party members will fight independently and target whoever they wish. And if you press down, your party members will no longer attack and will instead come to you. You want to be kind of careful about doing the last one of those, because I do believe it won't let your party members actually revive you if you die. So you kind of want to be a little bit on the cautious end of the spectrum with that one. But anyway, we've got ancient machines here. They're not too tough. They're both level 8, I believe. So we can just hammer away at them with our arts and be on our way. I think Ryan's Topple Art will be down for a little while longer, but we can use Stream Edge to deal damage to both of them. We can also use Slit Edge to try and get past some of their defenses, so that way they'll be a little bit easier to take down for us. There we go. And now we can go after the second Ancient Machine. Since we gained levels mid-fight, actually, the Ancient Machine is now blue tag instead of white tag, which is really interesting.
I'm feeling it.
I can do it! I know I can!
Fiora, are you okay?
I'm fine. How about you?
I'm alright. Thanks to you and Ryan.
What on Bionis were those? I've never seen anything like them.
Could they have been Mechon?
No. I think they were something left by the civilization that built this vehicle.
They didn't seem like Mechon to me. But why did they only show up now?
I don't know. But they were probably built to protect this place. They might have been activated in response to something. But I don't think that something could have been us.
Please, let's go back. I don't want to be here anymore.
Me neither. And we've already got the ether cylinders.
Huh? What's going on?
Listen! What is that?
That sound.
In the sky. Oh, it's a...
This can't be!
No way.
Mechon.
How? Didn't my brother destroy them all a year ago?
Could that defense mechanism have responded to the Mechon?
Let's get back to the colony.
Come on.